Howdy guys, I guess I thought I would do a little bit of an update on the project, and I'd also do an unboxing and very general review of the short action precision running gun bag that I just got in the mail. So first off, updates. One glaring update you'll notice is I no longer have a scope. What happened is I got my torque wrench, actually a really nice one, a fat wrench. Finally bit the bullet and got it. I think it was like $45, but I'm glad I did. It's very easy. I feel very confident in the torque ratings that it received, not like the Harbor Freight one I got before and broke off a bolt while testing it, which thankfully I did test it. So no, that thing works great, and went to torque down the cross bolts on the burris XTR rings that I have, and the back torqued down fine. I just worked its way up. I think it's supposed to be rated between 65 and 90 inch-pounds of torque, and I just tested it at 30 just to start it off, and back did fine, front just kept spinning, so it stripped. So I called burris, and they said that it should take 2 to 3 weeks to get it back. So I sent it off, and that's where we stand. But in the meantime, new Timney 510 trigger fits in there perfectly as expected. No issues at all. It's a totally different feel than my 517 flat trigger. I was able to adjust it real easily. I don't have a trigger pull gauge, but I went down just to where I liked it and then came off just a little bit lighter until I could slam it really hard in a slightly vertical position, and it would have a misfire. So I came back on a quarter turn, and then or maybe an eighth of a turn, and slammed it, of course with it on fire, and couldn't get any failures. So I'm very pleased with it. It's still crisp, just like the other one. Just a totally different feel with that curve. It's really fat, a lot wider than the stock trigger that comes with the Remington 700, the X Mark Pro. I really like it so far. I wish I wouldn't have had to go through all that hassle. I think it was a poor job on Magpul's part to not notify us that that particular trigger, one of the most popular ones for a Remington 700, is not compatible with this mag well. So some folks are having questions. What is the new bottom metal? Well, it's not metal, but what's the new mag well like? This release is really tough, but that's good because I don't want this falling out. You can see a previous video I made, I increased it to a 6-round capacity, and works great, no problems. I have not shot with it. I've just cycled dummy rounds and live rounds, and I have no issues. When putting it in, it's pretty tight. I've noticed that if I put in the front first and then come in and then put it in, it fits great. And like some folks have said, this is the easiest way to put it in. Of course, with any magazine, with the bolt open is easiest. I hear it sliding. It's kind of weird on this, which I guess maybe it's not weird, but just different sound, and it does release easily. But when you have a round in, especially more than one, and the bolt is closed, and you go to put it in, you have to smack it, just like my AR does. But no problems. I can definitely get it in. I didn't have to shim it. No problems at all. Cycles very cleanly, and no issues. So while I'm waiting for this to be finished up, hopefully before the end of deer season, running gun bag. So I ordered this with the flush cup swivel, but they forgot it. So I sent them an email, and I expect that they'll be sending it back. Didn't come with any receipt or packing slip, but Pretty neat stickers. Not sure where I'll put them yet. And this thing doesn't need instructions, but as I'm sure if you're aware of this bag, the SAP Short Action Precision, they call it the Run-In Gun Bag. Pretty neat. Very, very light. Ounces, not pound, not pound and a half like a lot of the bags are. Some sort of polyfill that's in it. It comes really pretty stiff, but I was laying it up in multiple positions back here, and it set pretty nicely, so I'll probably punch it around, and I've heard that it gets even better with use. So the reason for the Run-In Gun Bag, you've got one tether point. I can tether it here, but or I could put it with a regular swivel stud adapter, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to get the flush cup swivel and do the QD point right here. But this thing is so light that, yeah, I can kind of tell I'm holding something here, but when you attach it to the rifle and you lift it up, you literally can't tell that anything's there. So carrying it around on a hunting trip, on a shooting competition, or just around the range, you won't forget it. You just leave it attached, and you won't notice it's there. Few features. There is one position, low, two position, medium, and three position, high. So of course this squeeze, it's still a squeeze bag, so this responds well to setting it in there and then squeezing it to where you need it, not having to use your muscles, any sort of your frame to hold the rifle up or down. Just put support on the squeeze bag and that rifle will stay much steadier. So the other feature, it's got this. This is part of what makes it, I guess, the Run-In Gun Bag, is with this attachment here, this strap, you can attach it anywhere on the front. So squeeze it on, make it a barricade bag. You can put it in front of the bipod, behind it. You can put it with it up and then put it way out here, give a little more wide, stable support. Just a lot of options for this thing. I'm pretty pleased. The bottom of it has some sort of, this isn't leather, but it's a little bit, a little more friction, adhesive, sticky. So I think shooting on barricades, maybe even shooting off of wood surfaces at the rear position, with this on it, I think it should keep it from moving. So I'm pleased, looking forward to getting the flush cup swivel in the mail, hopefully this week. But I've got a couple weeks to wait to shoot anyways because of the Burris XTR rings. Glad they are lifetime warranty. So that's the update. Let me know if you have any questions on this bag. No range report yet, pending the ring return. But this thing is great. The Magpul had to go through a few hoops to switch out the trigger, but pleased overall. Thanks for watching.